Dwayne and Frank are the outsiders of the family. Everyone in the family has given up on them. They just let them do what they want. When Dwayne and Frank meet, they are like a special connection between them. They kind of understand each other. And Dwayne hates everyone, but it seems like he kind of likes Frank because he understands him. Frank doesn't seem to understand why he doesn't talk, but after the family explained it, then he thinks it's fine because Dwayne wants his dream. But it's like Frank thinks that Dwayne will close the doors to his own world and let no one else in.
From the beginning of the movie to the middle, there doesn't happen that much between Dwayne and Frank. Sometimes Frank tries to talk to Dwayne, but it doesn't help. In the scene where Dwayne finds out that he's colorblind, he flips out, and we think that he realizes something. He realizes that it's not just his dream that is important, but his family's dreams also means a lot. The reason that Olive gets him in the car is that he sees that just because his dream is broken, it doesn't mean that her dream is going to be broken too. It's not a surprise that Dwayne flips out. He haven't said anything in 9 months, and it didn't even matter. Sometimes I wish I could just go to sleep until I was 18. Just skip all this crap, high school and everything, just skip it.
You ever heard of Marcel Proust?
He's the guy you teach?
Yeah, French writer, total loser, never had a real job, unrequited love affairs, gay, spent 20 years writing a book almost no one reads. But he was also probably the greatest writer since Shakespeare. Anyway, he gets down to the end of his life. He looks back and he decides that all the years he suffered, those were the best years of his life, because they made him who he was. They forced him to think and grow and to feel very deeply. And the years he was happy total waste, didn't learn anything. So if you sleep until you are 18, think of the suffering you'll miss. Hard years are the best years because you'll learn from your mistakes. You will grow wiser and more independent. They'll make you who you are. Everyone needs some adversity to learn how to live and how to change your mind after a mistake. Frank and Dwayne are getting closer after Dwayne started talking again. Frank is trying to help Dwayne getting over his broken dream, but Dwayne realizes that if he really wants to do something, he has to find a way and screw everything else that he doesn't want to do.
If we take a look at Dwayne and Frank's relationship through the film, there happens a lot of things with both of them. Dwayne has become more open and he learned that others' dreams are as important as his. And Frank have learned that killing himself would not have helped him at all. We can see a big difference from the start to the end. Frank and Dwayne are no longer the outsiders in the family. And we think that in somehow they have learned from each other, and in that way they became really close.
Frank has already had his adversity. He almost killed himself because he was so in love with a guy who didn't love him back. And then he tried to kill himself because he was so unhappy. It's better to move on and find the happy things in life, like his family. He learned that just giving up is never a good idea and that you have to move on no matter what happens. So if everything is bad, try to find something good to live for. We think that Frank's adversity is where he tried to kill himself, because that's where I think after that he realized that it doesn't help to just give everything up.
Dwayne's adversity was that he was colorblind and that his dream of becoming a pilot never will come true. He wants this so much that when he finds out that he can't fly, his brain breaks for a second and he can't figure out what to do. He gets mad at everybody, and we all know that that doesn't help him. He learns that he has to move on even though it might not be easy. He has to find another way to reach his dream. We think that Dwayne's adversity is where he finds out that he's colorblind, and we think that because in that moment he realizes that it can stop him from reaching his dream.
In the end, we think that they realize that the most important thing is the family.